Good morning, good day, magandang umaga, buenos dias. Welcome to Icas de Calarian. We are so happy that you are here and you have enrolled your children. I am Father Elmer Guevara Sumile, the new school director of this school. This new school year, 2022-2023, is really a different landscape after 2-3 years of pandemic. We are really challenged to have a new perspective as to how to really approach learning, lifelong learning for that matter. So today, as we gather together for this parents-teachers conference or gathering for the first time, it is an occasion wherein we get to know who are companions in our journey. Your fellow parents, getting to know the teachers of your learners and the institution. I do welcome you joyfully and grateful enough for enrolling your children in this institution. So for me, for my part, I would like to really express how the institution, this Marian institution, Catholic institution of the Archdiocese of Zamboanga, is really dreaming of something for your learners, for our teachers, for our institution. It's not about pushing them hard, but at the end, they might feel empty. But here, we are really looking the whole landscape of education in this post-pandemic or still ongoing pa man naman yung increasing of cases. But nonetheless, the first thing to look at is we must slow before we bloom. Since 2020, we have been looking at our priorities. What do we need to prioritize? And I'm inviting you to look into Maslow, the priority of basic human needs. I will not explain it further. But one thing for sure is we need to prioritize our health, our belongingness, our process of looking into what needs to prioritize. Now, Bloom's taxonomy. The process of learning takes part from understanding, comprehending, applying, creating, and looking at how the learning process. So if we combine them, we must slow before we bloom. We are trying to emphasize that we need to balance between learning here and our whole being. That's something that I'm inviting you to look into. The second concept is this whole child approach. So acknowledging Bloom's and Maslow, we try to approach 10533, the K-12 program, in a more holistic approach, meaning academic, sports, arts, bokte, all of these are dealt with spirally, meaning coming from the bottom, from kinder up until senior high. So, we must slow before we bloom, holistic child approach. In what manner? We are guided. 2016, the SEAP have promulgated the Philippine Catholic School Standard, PCSS. For basic education, they have 5 domains. These domains, I believe, is and will be aligned to the motto or values of this institution. So, what are the 5? Catholic identity, learner's environment, learner's development, leadership and governance, and operational vitality. Again, I will not explain further, but we are guided by this. Hopefully, that we will really enflesh all the things as a Catholic institution, catering to all people, races, religion, no discrimination. Learners' environment. Now, if you look around, we are trying to really address all the needed facilities in the institution for greater learning of our teachers, learners, and safety and security of everyone. So, bear with us. We are still on the process of assessment and evaluation what needed to be addressed. Wala tayong mga ibang mga facilities, so we will upgrade. Learners development, curriculum and instruction. And this is the very heart of our institution. We are guided by DepEd curriculum guide. But as an education, Marian Catholic institution, we try to enhance more the learnings. Not only here, but all the more here. Leadership and governance. So, we set the very example. In implementing the rules and regulation and policies, we are encouraging our very own self to set the example, starting at home. Here in the school, we are loco parentis, second parent, to follow up what values, good values, are being instilled. And lastly is operational vitality. Financially, we are trying to balance all the needs of everyone. No? That's why I am encouraging you. We are so grateful if you pay on time. Thank you. And we contribute, we accept donations and other contributions for the greater benefit of our learners. That's very important. So, the 5 domains of PCSS: Catholic identity, learners development, learners environment, leadership and governance, and operational vitality. This, I believe, is aligned to the 5 core values of the institution. Maria, merciful. Merciful in a way that we see ourselves loved by God and be merciful to one another. And then authenticity. We try to develop children, learners who are true to themselves, true to the values and gifts that God, Allah, the Almighty has given. Respect. Respect towards self, others, and God, the environment. Integrity. The integrity of the human person. The dignity being given. That's why the integrity to study, to have a good study habits, and a desire to really dream something, not only for self, but for others. And the last is accountability. Everything that is happening to each one of us, we are accountable. That's why the learnings of the student in the institution, no, we are accountable. Not only here, but holistic, as I mentioned earlier, whole child approach. We try to nurture, develop, no, students the best that they can, but with so much love, with so much compassion, with so much care and collaboration to everything, to everyone. Sorry ha, masyadong madaldal po ako. But we will have more time to talk. But for now, I do welcome you again. And I hope we be expressive enough, participative enough, collaborative enough to really see the greater good of nurturing the learners that you have submitted or forwarded to us, your children. So, again, good morning to each and everyone. We hope and pray that everything is for the greater glory of God. In Christ, through Mary, knowledge, power, and love for all.